Costco has a strong case for suing Trump over tariffs. This would be under the IEEPA. Let's get into what all this means, and this is Daily Debunks, December 2nd. Now, this has been an ongoing issue, not that Costco only has with Trump, but the U.S. Supreme Court actually has fast-tracked in the last couple of weeks challenges to the president's unprecedented use of the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. So it's supposed to be around emergency provisions, like saying there was drugs, if you remember that, being smuggled from Canada and Mexico and China, which with Canada, it's a joke. There was only a couple pounds reported the year before Trump became president. And there was a lot of just nonsensical loopholes that the president was trying to go around when there really wasn't any emergency, countrywide emergency that he needed to declare that was justified to impose these tariffs. Regardless of that, they were imposed anywhere, and here's the economy under Trump we're living in. Just last year, avocados were $3 cheaper. A lot of people, my family included, are used to seeing their bills hover around $200, $300, but now they're seeing it closer to $400. Look at the price of meat, $96. He imposed this 1977 law because it's supposed to deal with unusual and extraordinary threats. China, Mexico, and Canada weren't threatening Trump with some drug war. That's just fabricated. And the Supreme Court skepticism, well, that is felt on both sides of the political aisle because there's been arguments introduced to the Supreme Court since early November, questioning the government's case, signaling skepticism about Trump's legal authority under the IEEPA, the act that he invoked. The financial impact, well, we showed you some clips earlier. Importers have paid nearly $90 billion under IEEPA tariffs, and that's our people on our soil having to pay these extra fees. And Costco imports roughly a third of all of its U.S. sales, with 8% from China. Costco has tried to absorb some of the costs, staple on foods. They increase it. They also been increasing their annual membership, but it's not enough. Here's a list of other companies that said no more and suing for very similar reasons. Bottom line, Costco's lawsuit is part of a broader wave of challenges to the Trump-era IEEPA tariffs. Its legal argument is credible, especially given the Supreme Court's evident scrutiny of the administration's authority as well. But the final outcome will all depend on how the Supreme Court justices rule.